For the video, we started talking about the concept. And I'm like, yo, machine guns, we need to have dudes with automatic machine guns. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He said, yo, this is a major motion picture. We're not doing that speech. We're not doing none of that kind of stuff. You know, I wanted us to come with a song that had more of a fighter spirit to it. And we pulled that off. As a young dude, the challenge with Arrested Development's music and being a young dude trying to relate with other young people was that I didn't want to write a song that was too heady about political concepts and all of this. I wanted to write a song that was more about the human connection. So as I look out my window, I see the little ones playing amongst each other with these water guns in pure poverty. So I'm setting up a more human experience as opposed to a political experience.
When I heard the song and I heard the beat in the beginning, I was like, I could get it. You know, I started doing my West African dance, and it was just awesome. It felt like just a tribal call, if you will, you know. And so I remember just being excited about the music.
I didn't want to go about it in a heady way. I wanted to go about it in a heart way. And that was, to me, the way to try to reach the youth and to try to reach people that was my age and throughout the nation. And also to try to be Arrested Development instead of being, you know, Gangstar or Public Enemy, who can go about things more in a straight, you know, here's the 10 points of the Black Panthers. You know, like, that was sort of the way Public Enemy would approach things in a sense. I didn't want to approach it that same way, just because another thing about that era and just my personal philosophy is we always wanted to do things different than everybody else. We didn't want to be a carbon copy of anybody.
I remember something before we did the thing with Spike. Arrested Development was playing in France. We did a show in France, and I remember Spike showed up. They said, Spike Lee's in the house. We're like, yeah, whatever. And we came, and as we were going to our dressing room, Spike was actually there. So all of us, he caught us going up the stairs. We're all freaking out. And then Spike at that very point told us that he wanted to shoot Mr. Wendell. And so we all was ready to do it right there, you know, even though we were in France. But so he had kind of like set the tone a little bit for us to work with him. And by the time we got to work with him in New York, it was just, man.
What? Hello? Okay. It was great, you know, to be able to work with Spike Lee and, you know, do something so impactful, you know, world-changing, something for our people. And when I hear the songs, I envision the movements in my head, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And then when I found out that Spike Lee was shooting the video, I was like, oh.
That was really an awesome time, because so much stuff was going on. I remember the Rodney King incident it seems like it was bubbling down, because at that point we didn't have social media. So, you know, with the media was kind of slow. Everybody knew about it, but it was slow. And so it was really giving energy to us in this period for the songs that we were writing and the content that would be created around that time, you know? Like the clothes, you know, the fashion.
What's really dope about Spike is he was not a very controlling dude. So, in fact, he wasn't controlling at all. He really trusted the process of creativity. So he asked us to do this song. I sent him the basic vibe of what I was striving to do. He loved it. He didn't ask for any revisions. He didn't ask for any of that. And the only thing that he did challenge me on was the video. Because for the video, we started talking about the concept. And I'm like, yo, machine guns, we need to have dudes with automatic machine guns. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He said, yo, this is a major motion picture. We're not doing that speech. We're not doing none of that kind of stuff. We could come with some, you know, hard hitting, but not like that kind of hard hitting.
We shot it near his store, and we were in like a school of some sort, and it was like all these people, they heard the music and they started coming out, the brownstones, the neighborhood started coming out, and they were dancing, and it was so amazing. And Karen Wheeler was there.
I was really excited too, because one of my friends said this was a big moment for her to actually work with Spike and be able to do, you know, do the wardrobe and stuff. And actually work with Spike was it was just amazing in itself.
I remember us sitting in a circle and praying just over the whole project and the community, and Baba OJ was leading the prayer, and Spike Lee was like, okay, I know y'all real spiritual and stuff, but we chop, we on the schedule.
So by the time we actually got to work with him, man, that was just on a whole nother level. You know, before we just watching these movies and seeing Spike and not knowing that you would actually start working with these people, you know?
I remember when we went to the premiere, and I saw Betty Shabazz, and I was like, that's Betty Shabazz. That's Denzel. That's, you know, all these people walking by us, and I'm just in tears, like I am in the room with these great people, these people who paved the way for us, you know, and so I'm forever grateful.
This joint to me had to feel more like that straight, you know, we're coming to you direct. And Malcolm X was that way, you know what I'm saying? And he had no fear as well. That's another thing about Malcolm X. He's one of those rare human beings that at least showed no fear. And if he was scared, he still moved forward regardless. So this record had to have that energy to it. So revolution is fundamental change. That's what it means. And we needed it. And I tell you, the culture at that time was ripe for it as well. We were already doing a lot of movements at that time, from black-owned clothing companies blowing up, black-owned movie companies. You know, the Spike Lee joint was a revolutionary situation, but we also had numerous other brothers making fantastic films that had a deep message of us moving forward as a people. We had television shows simultaneously happening for a different world, very revolutionary shows, you know what I'm saying? So all of that was happening simultaneously. So the subject matter to me was relevant too. Like, let's not just talk, let's actually do.